Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing another baking show. Yay! More treats for the horses, more sugar. No, I'm just kidding. Not a ton of sugar. Anyway, today we are going to be making Canter cones.
Never sees me, I'm losing every battle. No one ever sees me, I'm losing every battle. No one ever sees me, I'm losing every battle. Can somebody save me?
And this is actually a saddle box recipe, so I went to their website. They have a few recipes for homemade treats, and I will put the link down below in the description if you want to go check that out. But we are going to try out that recipe today. So what you will need for your Canter cone ingredients is cinnamon, sprinkles, unsweetened applesauce, peppermints, puffs or just the regular peppermints, flour, sugar cones, and normally you would use sweet feed. I am actually going to go ahead and use old-fashioned oats as a substitute. Should work the same way. But I guess we'll see when I make these Canter cones. So just FYI everyone, I'm an idiot and forgot that this is another ingredient that you need, and this is molasses. Yeah, if you want everything to stick together, you're gonna need molasses. So yeah, just one more ingredient as I interrupt my process. Back to the show. All right, now before we get started with the baking, we gotta preheat the oven to 300 degrees. And while we're waiting, we'll start on the dough. All right, let's get started. So now we're gonna mix up all the ingredients for our dough, which is the flour, unsweetened applesauce, cinnamon, molasses, and either oats or sweet feed. All right, and you're gonna need 1 cup of your sweet feed or oats. They actually smell really good. Okay. You're gonna do a ½ teaspoon of cinnamon. Obviously, you want ground cinnamon. Next, we're gonna do applesauce. And I'm pretty sure just one of these is about ½ a cup. Yeah. So one of these little containers, which is about 4 ounces, it'll be ½ of a cup. Now we're gonna add in 2 cups of flour. And finally, we're gonna do a ½ cup of molasses. And this stuff is nice and sticky. our mixture is pretty dry, so I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more applesauce to it to see if it moistens it up a bit. So adding the extra applesauce actually helped a lot. It looks more mixed together and it's not so dry. So I ended up adding in total about 3/4 a cup of applesauce. It might just be, I don't know if that's has anything to do with not using the sweet feed, which I could imagine it wouldn't because sweet feed isn't necessarily moist all the time. So I'm not sure why it required more than it asked, but if you're making this recipe and your dough is not coming out the way that it probably should, just add a little more of the applesauce. It's not gonna hurt and it'll moisten it up without adding too much more sugar. All right, so now we're ready to put the dough into the cones. And so what we're gonna do is we're actually going to put the dough in the cones like, you know, an ice cream cone, whatever. Not make the ice creamy part on the outside too big. All right, and then we have a little saucer of sprinkles and we're just gonna dip the top into the sprinkles. So it should look kind of like this. I think I might have overdone it with the sprinkles, but you get the gist. And then we're gonna line them on our little baking sheet. So it looks like it made a few more than I was expecting. I was expecting to only get 6, but it looks like we have 10, so that's exciting. Now that they're ready to go, we're gonna pop them in the oven for about 10 minutes and then we'll put on the peppermints. Alright, now that we have these out of the oven, they're all ready to go. They're still a little bit soft on top, and that's when you want to put on the peppermints. And after tediously opening every single one of these individually wrapped peppermints, we are now going to put them on the cones. If I'd have known they were individually wrapped, or at least realized it, I would have not gotten that bag. So basically all you're gonna do is just pop it in the middle, right on top, and just push it in. Just enough for it to stick. Just like that. All right, and here they are. They are pretty cute, I will say. One thing to note is that the ones with the larger amount of dough on top, they did stick to the pan. The others did not, so just think about that whenever you're making them. But they are adorable. I mean, look, it's like a little ice cream cone for horses. Anyway, so now we just have to see what the boys think of them.
All right, we're gonna see how Rio likes it. Just hand it to him like you're gonna give him an ice cream cone. See what he does. Let him take a bite of it. Maybe not eat the whole thing at once.
He kind of like took it.
I think he likes it. He likes it. Buddy's the picky one, so success.
All right, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and maybe you might want to try these out for yourself. Who knows, maybe. This was actually really easy, and they look delicious as well as smell delicious. Anyways, I want to say again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, and don't forget, be brave, be brave. I'll see you next time, guys.